Alright, game number 1, Dragon versus Enel. Alright, so this is one of the 50-50 matchups for us. We don't really do amazing into it, but we also don't do terrible. The good thing with the Revo army cards is most of their effects require being 7k, so that along with Dragon's ability means that we are swinging for 7k with most of our attacks or higher. So here, what we're doing is we're just doing a little bit of early aggression. That way then we can try to get them down low real fast or get them to start giving up cards. They're playing S-Snake. I will say that this Enel player was playing a really big package of KO. So it was quite annoying to play against. Here, I'm just thinking, do I want to throw out a body like a 4-drop, or am I wanting to just play out a 5-drop, see if I get lucky, which I don't. So here, I'm gonna attack. I still just want to get them down to 2. If you are ever playing against Enel, it is very much just a kind of knowledge check. You want to be swinging for 7s because yellow has a lot of 2Ks. And you want to keep them at 2 life until you have multiple swings. Otherwise, they're going to get a lot of value from their late game cards. Like 9-cost Yamato requires 1 life or less for you to gain a life. 10-cost Ace requires you to be at 1 life, essentially, in order for you to not only gain a life, but also get rush. So here, we did play another 5-cost, and then we got the 2-cost from it, and we're swinging 7. So right here they're going 6k to a 5, so we're taking it. It is bad that we're down to 3 life right now, but, well, 2 life now. But at the end of the day, we need to try to make a board, and then we also want to have enough counter to be able to keep our stuff alive. They can only have so much KO, right? So here we're swinging into their Nami, and then we're going to just keep making a bigger board. That's our entire goal right now. Here they go 5 to 5, so now we're actually going to counter out here. We give them 1k. They do another 5 to 5. We're going to counter out again. And then they play the 10-cost Ace. But because we kept them at 2 life, they weren't able to give it rush. So here, we do want to put Tudon on our Karasu, but we're just trying to figure out exactly what cards we want to play here, because we do have another Karasu. So here, we're going to swing, we're going to put them down to 4. They will take that one, so now the best number is hitting for 6s because of Karasu. But we're going to go 6 into 4. They do get a S-Snake, which stops one of our attacks. We are going to play the Karasu again. This time we are going to swing just 5 into 4, see what they do, if they're going to give us some counter, which they do. So that's perfect. Now we're just going to play out this 3-cost Zoro, swing 7 into 4, and then we keep the 1 Dawn up just to try to bluff that, you know, maybe we're running Radical Beam. You know, most people haven't played against Dragon, so here we do give a 2k to keep our Karasu alive. They're going to go 6 into 5. We'll give the Karasu up now. Then they go 10 into 5, play another Ace, and they're just trying to clear our board right here, but they're down to 2 cards in hand. We could Dragon here, but I think that the better play is to play out the Kitten Killer and the Zoro, but we're going to do this in the right order first. So we swing 7 with Karasu, guaranteeing that we can minus 1k their leader. Then we're swinging 4. They do get a beige, so they turn off our leader swing. Here we're gonna swing 7. They take it. We're gonna play out the Kin Killer, swing another 7. Alright, game number 2 is against the infamous Blue Nami. Honestly, she is the deck that I am most looking forward to getting hit in the rotation next year. I really don't like playing against her. Her effect is really cool, but I just don't like having to completely change how decks are supposed to be played just because Blue Nami exists. And I also don't like that they had to change how blue works and like the type of card effects that they were getting just because Blue Nami exists. So here, our goal right now is we're going to try to do a lot of swings because we're not going to be able to constantly do a whole bunch of 9k swings. So we're going to want to Karasu and then do 6ks. That way, if they do use a event, it does cost them 2 Dawn. Yes, they get out of the attack for free and we're not getting an extra card for it, but we're still getting the card out of their hand. We're still making them use their Dawn. Because we're red and because we run a lot of rush, that is what we have to do here. The other good card to see here is the Lindbergh, the 4-cost Lindbergh, because when he is 7k and he gets to swing, he gets to pop a 3k or less. So that's all of their blockers, that's their Kayas, that's their 1-cost Namis. All of those can get popped. So there we do see a Lindbergh. And we are swinging into their Namis because we don't want to give them that value. And this way it makes it so that way then they have to overcommit for it. So here we just put on 2 more bodies. We didn't swing anymore because they did have 4 Dawn. Alright, so here they're playing that 4-cost Usopp. I am going to counter out of this one solely because we don't want them to get a free -7 from that Usopp right now for their cards on their deck. If you don't know, that Usopp is, I think, Dawn times 1. It's either Dawn times 1 or Dawn times 2. If its attack connects, then you get to mill the top 7 cards of your deck. So here we're just still going after their board. We do use the Karasu effect on their leader just to make it seem like, you know, we could have still went for their life. Here we have 7 Dawn. So I'm going to attach 2 Dawn to my 1-drop, my Betty. So they do just give me a card for it. And then I will reattach those over to the Sabo, swing for 7. They do give me a event that time. Here I'm going to just go 5 with the Lindbergh. And then I'm going to play out this 5-cost Luffy so I can go 6 twice. Now they're down to 2 life. Yes, they have a whole bunch of cards in hand. Yes, they are all most likely events, or most of them. They do swing with another 4-cost Usopp. This time I have to let it go through. So my goal now is I need to try to beat them this turn. So I am going to let them take that. I didn't have enough counter in hand anyway. I do draw into the dragon, which is huge. So here I'm just doing a lot of thought. So here I go 7k with Karasu first, making it -4 for their leader. And then I'm going to go thinking about playing out this dragon. I could just Karasu, make it -3. And then I'm going to use leader effect, so that way then now we go another 7. So this way now they have to give us a 2-cost event plus another card as well. So yep, they give us another event. Now they're out of Dawn. So now we're going to go 7 again. And then we're going to go 6. They do take that one. And this should be game now. So we're going to go 7. Alright, so game number 3 is against Black Smoker. Everyone constantly talks about Lucci, but I still think that Black Smoker has a rightful place in the EB02 meta, and I do think that it's really a good black deck in OP11, which is the next set coming up. I don't know exactly how well it's going to do into Blue-Purple Luffy, but I also don't expect Blue-Purple Luffy to just be at full power. I expect that something in Blue-Purple Luffy is going to get hit right before we get OP11. I could be wrong. If I am, then, you know, take it as it is. But with this matchup, Karasu is not going to be long for the world, so you do kind of just want to get his value as soon as possible. That's why, like, we're going double Karasu right away, putting him down to 3k, and then I'm moving the Dawn over, swinging 5 into 3, requiring 2 cards out of hand if they want to counter out. And then another 5 into 3. So we're both at 3 life left, but we have the much scarier board, and we have the much scarier cards because we are red and we have Rush. So there they go to Shigi. They're able to make their leader 7k by attaching a Dawn to it, and then they trash the Karasu, and now they're swinging 8. We are going to give them 2 2Ks. The new Sabo from EB02 is an amazing godsend for the Revo army, being a 2K while also being a 4-cost 5K body that has a really strong effect, which is activate main. You can rest the Sabo to give another Revo army card plus 2k power. So here, we're still just swinging in. They started countering out, so then I go just leader into the brand new, get rid of that. And then now they're down to 1 life. Here I'm thinking, okay, so they're gonna try everything in the power to get rid of our Karasu. I know that that most likely is going to be gone. If they don't, then their next target is going to most likely be the 8-cost dragon. The one thing that Black Smoker has going for it is that they are really good at getting rid of a singular big body every turn, while Lucci is really good at getting medium to small size bodies, getting 2 sometimes, yeah, about 2 every turn. Every now and again, they may be able to get 3 with their effects if they're able to see the right cards and chain them together, but with Smoker, it's primarily 1 good body they can get rid of all the time. So here they use leader effect, they -1 the Karasu, and then they use the 1 cost event. I think it's don't remember the name of it, but it gives -3 cost to a card, and then if that and then you can freeze one of your opponent's 0 cost cards. So they also froze the Karasu, so they don't have to worry about that anymore. They also did leader swing into our 3K, getting rid of her. And then here I'm thinking, okay, so as long as they don't play a blocker, even if we lose this dragon, which is what's going to happen, okay, we have a high chance of just winning. Because here, what we can do is we can attach 5 Dawn to our leader, swing for 10. This is checking their hand. Most likely they're going to take this swing. And then we're going to play out the Kid and Killer, attach 2 Dawn from our leader using his effect, attach the rest of our Dawn, and that is game.